What is going on, everybody? Voidlego here, back with another episode of Higurashi When They Cry. Last time we were on, we just found out about more details of the supporters of the murder that happened at the dam, and how it was committed by a group of people by a mysterious leader that was never caught, and how that might tie in to the dam project for the victim was the foreman, and how that may tie in with the community at large. So yeah, let's just get right into it. We're getting a little deeper into the mysteries of this little town of Himizawa. The function of this school as an educational facility is very questionable. You could say that. Our PE class is exceptionally disorganized. The only things we do together are the worms that upset dessert. Teacher isn't even there after that. All we do is play together.
仕方ないじゃん。年齢も性別もバラバラだし。
一応ね、体育の時間は校庭で体を動かすのだけが決まりなの。
All the little kids were gallivanting about. Well, they certainly are being active. There might be plenty of exercises, but
きっと教育委員会はこの学校を見落としてるんだろうな。
most likely.
お待たせしましたです。さてご一同様、今日の体育は何をいたしましょう。
おっしゃ、これでいつものメンバー全員集合だな。
さて委員長、今日は一体どんな体育をやるのかな。やるのかな。
Mayan humphed and crossed her arms hardly, surveying the area.
瞬発力と持久力。
The hell is that supposed to mean?
スポーツの世界においては仲間などいない。すべてがライバル。信じられるのは己の肉体のみ。
なんだそりゃ。漫画の読みすぎだろ。
Equipped without missing a beat.
ってわけで、温故知新。古いながらもすべての要素を詰め込んだ屋外乱戦の王様。鬼ごっこで行こう。
Of course it's tag. It was quite the adorable choice to make after playing it up so much.
望むところですわ。ノロマナケイチさんは家の一番に鬼ですの。
Damn it. It was always me.
僕だって負けませんです。レナも頑張るもの。今日は負けないぞ。
なんでお前らそんなにやる気満々なんだよ。
快速第3条。ゲームは絶対に楽しく参加しなければならない。
That's a
じゃあこれ部活なのかよ。
Everyone smirked at each other. They all seemed pretty confident. I'm a man. Physically, I should be able to keep up with any girls my own age. Regardless, Mion and Sadako looked like they were aiming for victory, and Lena was looking at me as if pitying my disadvantage.
上等だぜ。鬼ごっこ。乗ってやらー！
My yell echoed across the school grounds. These were the rules. Anyone who was able to evade being tagged before the bell was a runner, but we didn't switch who was it. The ones who were tagged by it also became it. So the number of people who were it could increase exponentially. Oh, so it's like the infection game mode from Halo. The end game would become a hellish siege.
ここいらではこの遊びのことゾンビ鬼って呼んでるけどね。
なるほど。食われたやつがゾンビ化するからな。
なんでそんな怖いこと言うんだろう。
レナを捕まえたら生きたままお腹を食い破ってやるからな。
やだよケイチ君、そんなのや。
Why are you blushing at that? Rika-chan placed her hand on Wenda's head as she panicked.
大丈夫です。ケイチに食われる前に僕が優しく食べてあげますです。
I guess that's a compliment.
リカ、それは全然慰めになってませんわ。
Both Mion and I nodded deeply.
最初の鬼、ゾンビはどうやって決める？じゃんけんか？
Bet your ass
一
is
応
rock
授
paper
業時間だ
scissors.
からね。問題で決めよ 問題を出すから答えられなかったやつがゾンビ。
Oh, great trivia. And Japanese trivia at that, too. I have no idea which grade level they're coming from.
6は英語で。
I don't know. Huh? I was bewildered by the sudden question. Man, repeated it.
だから答えるの。6は英語で。
I don't know.
6だ。
なら靴下は。
ソックスだね。
アルファベットの後ろから3つ目。
X ですよ。
では性別は英語で。
もちろんわかりますわ。それは
Sadako cut herself off before finishing the answer. I see. It's quite a lewd question.
さとこは大人だもんね。知らないわけはないよね。
知ってますもの。知ってるもん。
じゃあ言ってごらんよ。あれだよ、あれ。あれは英語で。
はあ、さとこちゃん困ってる。かわいい。
Yeah, wanna.
持ち帰るなよ。犯罪だからな。
If I didn't nip it in the bud, she really might have tried to take her home. Just like poor Colonel Landy. Mion's pursuit was relentless, making Sadako stammer.
さあさあさあ言ってごらんよ、大声で。あれは英語で何という。
知ってるもん。知ってるもん。知ってるもん。だからザットですよ。ザット。
Uh,
は
all of us were a bit surprised by Wika-chan's unexpected answer. I see. Well, it certainly is what that means. That could have been awkward. Wonder what I would have done in Sadako's position. I'd probably get ticked off and just blurt out "you know what" at the top of my lungs. I wouldn't want you as an enemy, Mion Sudozaki. Thank goodness you were born a girl. If you were a boy, you'd probably be a perverted asshole.
仕方ありませんわね。不詳、この北条さと子がゾンビ役を務めさせてもらいますわ。
Maybe I should look up that word later and be absolutely shocked at what it is.
みんな食い殺してやりますですな。
Seems like she's roaring to go.
100数えればいいんですの。
100数えるのはズルするやつがいるからな。俺の問題が解けたら追ってよし。
ケイチくん、簡単なのにしてあげてね。
It's 5 times 5.
5分の1のケーキと6分の1のケーキと7分の1のケーキを一皿に乗せました。
分母が違いますですの。
Sadako grabbed a stick in the panic and began drawing cake and fractions on the ground.
ケーキ1個を60秒で食べられるサトコがそれを全部食べるとお皿にはケーキがいくつ残っているでしょう。
Just as I finished giving the word problem, Mion shouted.
よーい、ドン。
I always hated word math problems. Mion signaled everyone but Sadako scattered.
ケイチくん、それ問題じゃないよね。
Sadako had already lost the moment she started working it out. She's eaten it all, so of course there's nothing left on the plate. Haha! Everyone dashed off in the direction they thought was best. Knowing the way of the land, they probably headed right to the best spots. It was obvious I was at a disadvantage. At a time like this, it would have been more effective to go along with those trained in survival skills, like Mion, for example. The fact that I didn't realize it at the start of the game probably hurt my chances. Glancing back over the school grounds, I saw Sadako just rising up to start. She was really, really mad. She got tripped up on such a dumb question. They stood at one of the corners of the school. I had clear sight lines in two directions and would probably have a good response time if any zombies started closing in. For the time being, I calm my breath and focus on what I was trying to think during club activities. Now think calmly, Kiichi Marubawa. If it was it, what would I do? If I was it, increasing my numbers would be the shortcut to victory. Then going after the weakest player first is the obvious plan of attack. Meaning me.
さてケイチさんはどこでございましょう。
Ah, shit.
逃がしませんことよ。
But of course, what would be the best method to track me down? Footprints or smell? Maybe some type of trail. If I could craftily hide my tracks, then there would be no trail for Sadako to follow. But I was no detective. Would I even be able to do that kind of thing in an amateur game like this?
どう見た？岡村。ケイチさんを見かけなかったでございませんこと？
Oh shit. What the heck? Do zombies hunt their prey by asking nicely where they went? Tomoka-kun and Elka-kun pointed to the location where I was hiding. After confirming she was headed in this direction, I abandoned my position. It wasn't easy to hide myself with all those little kids running around as they pleased. It was becoming even more obvious that I was at a disadvantage from not being familiar with these surroundings. If that's how it was going to be, then to confront this intelligence-gathering zombie, I would just counter it in a similar vein. I approached some girls playing with a ball.
すまんが伝言を頼まれてくれ。北条聡子にご両親が訪問に来てるぞってな。
Nice.
いいよいいよ。
I stopped the girls as they turned to run off.
待て、まだ行くな。あと園崎美音にもだ。先生が校門のところで呼んでるぞって伝えてくれ。
I am quite a schemer if I do say so myself. Things went well, then Sadako and Mion would run into each other at the gate. It would put me at a disadvantage if more people were it, but this was Mion we were talking about. She figured out a way to escape, but that was just fine, as long as it bought me some more time. Dance for me, Mion and Sadako. Dance in the palm of my hand! Having my fill of playing the con man, I looked for a place to hide. If you think about it logically, I only bought myself a scant amount of time, and it might even come back to bite me. Once it became apparent I started spreading false information through messages, I could end up being one of those recipients of one of those messages. Sadako would probably ask the messengers to help her look for me. That would mean there would be more zombies and participants in the game. The virus that was brought about by my mischief could cause an epidemic. All my classmates would transform into zombies and would only be searching for me. This tactic might backfire horribly. Well, trembling at the thought of the impending dawn of the dead, I began searching for a safe house. I found a shed by the incinerator behind the school. After climbing up to the roof, I held my breath. It wasn't a bad place to hold out. Not only did I have a good line of sight, but if necessary, I could jump off in 3 different directions to escape. It was getting rowdy down there. The lower grades were running around below the shed.
いないね前原さん。そっちいた？
Ah, shit.
いない。ケイチさんどこだろう。お父さんが校門に来てるのにね。
Damn it. That was definitely a lie. The word gate, say what I used, gave a hint of revenge. So Mian was behind this. I was still keeping one step ahead of the game. I felt bad for my underclassmen, but they had to search into the school bill.
ねえねえ、ケイチさん知らない？お母さんが急病で大変なんだって。前原さんに伝言だよ。家が火事だから急いで校門に来いって。前原さん家にジャンボ機が墜落したらしいよ。
Yeah, right.
警察が事情聴取に来てるって言ってた。
Anything goes now.
趣味は抱き枕のコレクションなんだって。
Huh?
夜な夜なベッドで抱きながら寝てるって本当なの？
Oh, god damn it. Who were they talking
ふ
about?
にふにの柔らかい感触がたまんないって。
No way I would do that.
委員長の写真貼り付けたのも貼るらしいよ。へえ。
God damn it, this is just the social media. This is just Twitter. God! This was you doing, Mion! Calm down, Kechi Marabauer. This is Mion's battle tactic to flush me out. Just hold on. If my underclassmen thought about it logically, they would know it's all nonsense. But small kids don't think about fighting logically. To them, all those things were true, so they all chuckled together while working for me. I win, Mion. It's my victory. Wiping unrelenting tears away, I felt intoxicated by my own victory.
聞いた？ 転校生の前原さんって二次元萌えの人なんだって。
Cost of beating me on had too high a price. Oh, someone passed below. That's Wena and Wika-chan.
リカちゃんはまだ無事かな。なんとか頑張ってますです。みーちゃんも鬼になっちゃったみたいなの。
Mion? It couldn't be. She became it because of my little strategy? It's confirmed that Mion was behind this when West Message War. Then this wasn't good.
みーちゃんはなんとか巻いたけど、さとこちゃんは。さとこは土管のところを探してますから、ここはしばらくは安全ですよ。
Upon hearing that, I breathed a sigh of relief. While Wena was swamped on the ground breathing heavily, Wika-chan had started creeping up to her. Wika-chan doesn't usually make noise when she walks, but strange. It couldn't be.
リカちゃん？
Oh no.
何かな？何かな？大丈夫ですよ。
I had never seen Wika-chan smile so creepily before.
なんで近寄ってくるのかな？来るのかな？
She's infected!
リカちゃんはゾンビじゃないもんね。怖くないです。僕が優しく食べてあげますです。
Jesus.
嘘だよね。リカちゃんがそんな。
Wena was pressed up against the wall and Wika-chan reached forward with war thumbs, just like a zombie. Wena corked her with her back pushed up against the wall. Quaked. It was quite surreal seeing horror, like one of those zombie breakout videos you see. At that moment, Wena's eyes met mine. Save yourself! Zombie Wika-chan turned 180 degrees exorcist style and glared at me. Oh, Jesus.
いた！レイちゃん見っけ！
Oh, fuck. Mion popped out from behind the cinder block wall around the garbage dump, also seeing where I was. My position was only advantageous when there was only one zombie. Being surrounded was not as good.
ケイイチさんを見つけたですって？
Ah, shit. I could tell that Sadako was rushing my way. It seemed that Wika-chan had let Wena escape. Now she was barring her fangs in my direction. Well, I'm fucked.
降りてこい！ケイちゃん！
Three zombies circled the shed, moaning curses.
お前ら怖い！怖すぎる！
ケイイチさんの腹渡はどんな味がするのかしら？ケイイチさん。ケイイチも僕たちの仲間になってほしいです。
誰か助けてくれ！
I saw Wena apologizing to me from across the schoolyard. An apology. Sorry. Leaving me for dead? Wena! I leapt off the roof out of fear, slipping as I landed. Sadako and Wika jumped on top of me, and after strangling me, they tickled me all over my body.
やべ！やべ！
And that's the story of how Keiji died.
ってことは、あとはレナか。チャイムまであと何分もないね。
のれんレナ！よくも俺を見殺しに！
The feelings of a zombie. I understood how vengeful ghosts with lingering regrets felt.
かわいそうかわいそうです。でもこれでケイイチも仲間ですよ。
It felt like I'd been bitten by a vampire and was now one of their thralls. It was a strange feeling, being welcomed over to the side that had pursued me.
ゾンビ鬼なかなか奥深し。
気取ってる場合じゃありませんわ。レナを捕まえるのですの。
校長が廊下を歩いてる。もうすぐチャイムが鳴るよ。
To devour Wena, I, who had been turned into a demon of vengeance, needed to use any means necessary. Except I wasn't just a zombie. I was a master of the night, a vampire! Using the same trick that had tightened the noose around my own neck, I used my classmates to further my evil designs. I gathered up the lower grades from around the school
みんな
grounds.
聞いてくれ。レナが大変なんだ。今すぐレナを探し出してくれ。
前原さん家にジャンボ機が落っこちたことより大変なの？
Absolutely. Oh yeah, that turned into a man whistled nonchalantly, trying to avoid the blame.
ああ、ジャンボ機なんか目じゃないぞ。レナン地に墜落したのはなんと
What the hell was that?
小惑星だ。
小惑星ですって？
ああ、宇宙人が作った装置でロシュの限界を解除し、まず1個落としたらしい。まさか俺もそこまでやるとは思わなかった。しかも続いて今度は100個も。地球軍の完全な誤算だ。
The warrior grades were dumbfounded, their eyes like saucers at the grand turn of events.
地球軍って私たち宇宙人と戦争でもしてるんですか？
We are!
このままでは地球は壊滅だ。しかしレナの放つ音速のマッハレナパンチなら小惑星を全て迎撃することができる。そう地球軍のトップエース、それがリュウグウレナなのだ。
すごい。やっぱり上級生は私たちと違うんだ。
We are indeed built different. It seemed I had made them fully understand that the fight for Earth was lost without Luna.
さあチレ、どうし諸君、レナを探し出すのだ。
My comrades in the lower grades let out an enthusiastic cheer and dashed off into various directions around the school grounds. There was still one person who hadn't gone.
でもたとえレナさんでも月を押し戻すことなんてできるんでしょうか？
Yes.
心配無用だ。つい先日もレナは地球に激突するはずの水星爆弾を一つ弾き飛ばしている。小惑星の100個や200個くらい音速を超える高速のパンチで一撃だ。
リュウグウさんってすごいんだ。
Satisfied with that, she also washed off to look for Luna. It does seem like there are some promising up and comers amongst the youngsters.
ケイちゃんの才能をおじさんは改めて知ったよ。
I didn't really feel like she was complimenting me, but whatever.
しかしケイチさんもやるでございますわね。これは頼もしいですわ。
Don't worry, I'm very great at psychological warfare.
でもこの人数なら勝てる。これだけいれば勝てるよ。
ケイチはゾンビに立候補した方が良かったと思いましたです。
Rika-chan's words stung a bit, but I might have survived for now. Not even Lena would be able to escape the entire class. As a result of everyone's fluoro shirts, Lena was finally cornered in the back of the sports equipment shed.
怖いよみんな。ケイチ君まで怖いよ。
It probably was scary being chased around by the entire student body. All the lower grades closed in on Lena, saying she was the only one who could save the world.
みんなが何を言ってるのかわかんないよ。
That would be a terrifying sight.
レナはパンチで小惑星なんか破壊できないよ。
レナ、さっきはよくも見捨てたな。覚悟はできてるだろうな。
I really love Ketchy's voice acting.
さっきはごめんねケイチ君。だって仕方なかったんだもん。おとなしく食い尽くされるでございますの。みんなで仲良しですよ。
さあレナ、念仏でも唱えな。
Lena tumbled onto a mat, trembling with tears in her eyes. I closed in. Associating this situation with a similar, particularly immortal one made my pulse quicken just a little bit. Sadako and Rika-chan were both wiggling their fingers. They probably wanted to tickle Lena. Wena, wanting no part of what she knew was about to happen, went stiff with fear.
ケイイチ君はみんなみたいなひどいことしないよねしないよね
さあどうかな。さあ覚悟は決まったかな。
いいよケイイチ君なら
Please don't put it like that, Wena, please. The face she made as she resigned herself to her fate made my heart skip a beat.
ケイイチ君はひどいことしないってレナ信じてるし
Ugh, body won't move. Had to be some sort of anti-zombie mantra. Second, my sense of reason chimed in. The beast inside of me died instantly. There was the bell. Game over.
やったやった生き残ったよわーいわーい
When a prince went merrily as if the curse had been broken.
あとわずかのところで日光が差し、悪のゾンビ軍団は廃人と帰したか。ヒロインが生き残るのは映画のお約束だもんな。
That is true, yeah. It's always that one girl survivor in every
何
slasher
を気
film.
取ってるのですのケイイチさんがもたもたしてるからお仕置きしますです
Oh, please no. I was subdued by Sadako and Wika-chan and once again sentenced to death by 100 tickles.
許した。
Why is it always me, goddammit?
じゃあ生き残ったでしょうは竜宮レナと園崎ミオンイエーイ
The what?
あれみーちゃんゾンビじゃなかったの
Oh, you convinced everyone else you were.
ふりしてただけ敵を騙すには味方からって言うじゃん
うおーミオンてめえ。
Dude, this fucking VA for Kechi is putting his 110% into it, and I'm all for it.
はいはい急いで着替えないとね次の授業に遅れんなよ
離せサドコリカちゃん。
Having had my fill of being terrified to my very core by club activities, I solemnly swore I would have Mion crying for mercy next time. Yeah, sure we will, Kechi. Sure we will. God, my fucking thumb has been hurting today. Maybe it popped out of its socket? Maybe it just hurts. God, so snotty today. Ugh. After arriving home, I quickly made preparations to head out once again. I had agreed to meet with Lena to take Colonel Randy out of that mountain of treasure from before.
母さん、うちに軍手ってあるかな。あとタオル。
表の物置の中になかった？タオルは洗面所ね。
Alright, now I was all ready. Looking at me, my mom stared quizzically.
何ケイチ？
Don't worry about it, Mom.
すごいいでたちでどこへお出かけ？
They come to a dump again illegally, he'll be buried completely and it'll be impossible to dig him out. And if that happens, when I would undoubtedly go after the Colonel Randy in front of the fried chicken place in town.
ちょっと発掘に。クラスメートを犯罪者にしないために。
I mean, you're not wrong.
あまり遅くならないようにね。
Mom returned to the kitchen with a puzzled expression still on her face. A face which I have never seen before. Cutting through the woods as a shortcut to the dam site, I ran into someone. Oh shit, it was Tomake-san. Probably taking pictures of the wild birds again with that precious camera of his. Couldn't be that all he took photos. Couldn't be that all he took pictures of was some young men in the twilight. Also, for being a cameraman, he is toned.
ケイチ君だったよね。
どうもその説は。
Plus, he has dog tags too, which is very interesting. I expelled the lewd imagery from my head and greeted him without inciting anything.
そういえば、彼女は君の知り合いだよね。
He was probably talking about Winnow. Guessing by the way Tomaki-san was shaken up.
あれは一体何だったんだい？彼女が無気味のナタを持って歩いてるんだよ。
Yeah, that was fucking scary.
それもニヤニヤと笑いながら。
That was Winnow, without a doubt. I expect that she was grinning in anticipation taking Colonel Randy home.
身に危険を察して隠れたけど、警察に電話した方がいいんじゃないかな。
No, you're fine. Well, it certainly would be quite the spectacle for a girl of her age to be warming wine with a hatchet. Tomaki-san's reaction was the epitome of logical.
いいんです。ほっといてください。また犠牲者を探して徘徊しているだけですから。
Tomaki-san was alarmed by my class response. Well, it's probably hard for normal people to understand right now. I'll just toss out a bunch of boring.
富武さんがここで殺されたら、多分犯人はあいつです。せいぜい嗅ぎ回らないようにすることですね。
With a condescending smirk, I started off in the direction of the damn side where Ren was winning. Before I got out too far, Tomaki-san abruptly called out to me.
ケイチ君、それよそ者の僕への警告のつもりかい？
I didn't mean that seriously. I did try to make it obvious, but...
せいぜい気をつけることにするよ。
Leaving only those words behind, Tomaki-san turned around and left. I didn't really mean to call him an outsider. I wasn't really implying anything when I said that. It was only meant to be a joke, but it felt like I said something bad. Well, we've only heard of one murder, but what if there were more murders? That is a great question.
ケイ君
No, wait, bueno.
待ってたよ。今日も頑張ろう。
I understood what Tomaki-san was trying to say. Somebody gallivanting about while waving the hatchet around certainly would seem
ナタ
dangerous.
は鞘とかをかぶせて持ってこい。無気味はさすがにまずいだろ。
Just carrying a
な
fucking
くしちゃった
hatchet.
みたいでないんだもん。
Thinking about it, there really was no need to try to keep up appearances. Everyone in Yamazawa probably already knew about Lina's eccentricities. She's probably the only person who could carry a hatchet around Hinazawa and not be considered suspicious.
まあいっか。今日で決めるぜ。最後の針をぶっ壊せば引きずり出せるはずさ。準備万端。任せとけ。
Quick, get the Jew out of there, Colonel Randy! Took the hatchet from Lena and made my way up to the unstable slope. So I don't fall on this damn
待ってて
hatchet.
ね、ランディ君。今ケイチ君が助け出してくれるからね。
よっしゃ下がってな。一気に蹴りをつけてやるぜ。
Solid thwack rang out of Himizawa, as if the job was being done by a lumberjack.
どう？うまくいきそう？無理そうだったら無理しなくていいよ。
ここさえ折れればあとはなんとかなる。今日は気力も充実。いける。
I'm on you, son of a bitch. But this adversary was more formidable than I expected. First of all, I had never used a hatchet before. During a school camping trip, I had wanted to split the wood, but I lost at rock, paper, scissors and wasn't able to do it. Because the spot where I was staying was so unstable, I soon became tired and decided to take a break. Oh, God, I got the snuffles today. Lena had already spread out a tarp and weighed down some tea and sweets.
大丈夫。もう一息。今夜レナが寝るときにはランディ君に お休みのキスができるようになってるさ。
Just cut to Lena in their bed next to Colonel Sanders. That's funny.
ありがとうランディ君、おやすみのキス。
Lena, please do not kiss the statue.
そういえばレナも転校生だったんだろ。前はどこに住んでたんだよ。
I asked her nonchalantly while drinking tea. I had thought she lived here all her life.
お、関東の方だよ。ここほどじゃないけど、やっぱり田舎だったかな。
なんで引っ越してきたんだよ、ひなみ沢に。ほら、ここって結構田舎だろ。
ケイチ君はなんで引っ越してきたの？お父さんの仕事と関係あるのかな？
うちの親父がアトリエを移したいって言い出したんだよ。こういう山奥がいいって前々から言っててさ。
To give him inspiration or whatever.
ケイチ君のお父さんって芸術家さんなの？
風景画ばっかり描いてる。
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense.
年に2回くらいはどっかで個展を開いてるらしい。
When he started, his works were displayed in an industry plaza in Tokyo, but now they're exhibited in the Makure Messe. He's determined to have them displayed in the Waterfront International Exhibition Hall. God.
それってすごいね。今度レナにも見せてね。
I was too embarrassed to tell her that I didn't really know what kind of pictures my father painted. Well, eventually I would. I picked myself up while giving some vague answers.
でも、楽器途中の転校だったんでしょ？大変じゃなかった？
別に、都会ってのには飽きてたし。
I was trying to get answers from Rena, but I ended up being the one giving out all the answers. Bit of a wry smile on my face, I grabbed the handle of the hatchet and headed back to worksite. The worksite. Not just worksite. The air grew colder as the sun slowly set. The Higurashi began their song, as if to tell me to stop and head home for the day. Just a bit more. Today I would end it. When I first started, I chatted with Lena as I worked, but now I didn't have that luxury. Come on, you son of a bitch! I've had swung the hatchet countless times today, just like this. Contact. Shards of wood splintered. The assailants butchered the victim's body with hatchets and pickaxes. I recalled that passage from the tabloid. One hit with something like this would smash someone's head in. Axes and pickaxes are not meant to be swung at people ever. Yeah, imagine. With one last swing, the beam cracked apart. The way I put behind the hatchet not only split through the beam, but smashed the statue's shoulder as well. Ah, shit. The arm came off with a sickening sound. She clattered down noisily, stopping on my feet. Oh shit.
どうしたの？大丈夫？怪我したの？
You know, the way the tabloid described the murder reminds me of Siren, that series of like survival horror games, which take place in Japan, which I find really creepy, especially blood curves.
ごめん。人形の腕壊しちゃったよ。
なんだ、ケイチ君が怪我をしたんじゃないかって思っちゃった。
It's a bit of a funny coincidence. The arm was chopped off, huh? Probably had no really guilty look on my face. I would have said that without a hint of dismay as she smiled.
ガムテープとかでくっつけて、その上に上着を着せるもの。絶対わからないよ。
そっか。じゃあ引っ張り出そうぜ。
Let's get him out of
そっ
there,
ち持って
then.
くれるか。
What if it turns out this is just a body? They still haven't found one of the arms. I laughed dryly at how pathetic I was for considering the arm flopping down only to my feet to be such a bad omen. Both Rena and Mion knew how sickening the incident was. So they pretended they didn't know. I had looked it up all by myself. And shamefully enough, I was scared.
情けないぜ、前原圭一。よっしゃ、レナ。一気に行くぞ。せーの。
The right time to give free cheers. A moment of 2 days of work bearing fruit. He who was brought to Umezawa covered in filth to meet his end, and said we were able to welcome him back. You're pretty lucky, Colonel Randy. Your new master is a pretty decent person.
うわー、ランディ君だ。
Okay.
やっぱ可愛いよ。
Okay, thank God it isn't a body. Didn't matter that he was dirty. Lena nuzzled him cheerfully with her cheek. I was dead tired, but seeing Lena happy face made it all worth it.
じゃあ手伝うから持っていこうぜ。暗くなるとまずいだろう。
うん、そうだね。ケイチ君、本当にありがとうね。この
恩返しは何がいいかよく考えておくよ。
どんな恩返しだろう。
You gotta get your goddamn head out of the gutter, Lena. Come
恩
on.
返しだろう。
You can't make everything dirty. For now, I'll just hold back my little cackle. We were ready to take her to her house, but we couldn't go like this. We were all to set you up in a tarp and lifted them. And so, Jack and Jill went down the hill carrying a human-sized bag and an unsheathed hatchet. I played that we wouldn't run into Tomike-san. If he saw us here and took a picture, we'll need to get rid of him. Well, is that meant to be a warning for an outsider like me? Something struck me as odd about the words Romanaki-san, unable to grasp my sense of humor I had left behind. That was an interesting response by him. Tips. What kind of name is Winner? So we've reached the end of the chapter. Well, let's take a look at the new tip, shall we?
レナがいないです。ケイチは知りませんですか？
あれたった今までそこにいたのにな。おいミオ、レナはどこ行ったんだ？
レナ？お手洗いじゃない？覗きたいなら止めないけど通報するからね。
Shut up, man. I hadn't heard anything about that.
サトコ、レナを知りませんですか？レナさんですの？さっき廊下ですれ違いましたよ。レナさんは日直だから花壇にお水をやらないといけませんので。
ああ、レナが日直か。そりゃお疲れ様なことで。
Winner. Upon hearing it repeated, a thought came to mind. It's weird to say this about someone's name, but it was a weird name, isn't it? This is like some foreigner's name.
レナってどういう名前なんだろうな。レナって漢字だとどうなるんだ？
レナはあだ名なのです。ちゃんとした名前がありますですよ。
え、そうなのか？俺はてっきり竜宮レナってのが本名だと思ってたよ。
It's actually a nickname.
まあ確かにレナさんとしか呼んでませんから間違えるのも無理はないですわね。
She even signs her name as Lena. That's right, it's her real name in school.
本当の名前はなんて言うんだろうな。レナが戻ってきたら聞いてみるから。
Sadako and Rika-chan looked at each other.
聞かなくてもいいですよ。僕たちが教えてあげますです。
Then what is it?
お礼の礼にならのな。竜宮レイナが本名ですのよ。
レイナか。
Reina.
それでレイナじゃなくてレナって読むのか？
Reina. Probably pronounce it Reina. Sounds
面白い読み方だよな。
いいえ、違いますです。レイナで正しいのです。レナさんが言ったのですわ。レナと呼んでほしいって。だからレナさんなのですわ。
fair enough.
ケイちゃん、レナはレナだよ。レーナって呼ぶのは他人だけ。そこんとこ分かってるよね。
I understood what Mion was saying. Didn't matter what her name was, only what names we used between us. Rena Waguni is Rena. She's nobody other than that.
思ったんだけどさ、自己申請すれば俺も今日からあだ名で呼ばれるのか？
面白けりゃね。なんて呼ばれたいわけ？
越後屋。
Call me the con man. Like con you out of here. Rena then came back into the classroom. I thought that was going to be the ending. One of the juniors near the doors told Rena people were looking for her.
あれあれ、誰かレナのことを探してたかなかな。
Seeing that, both Mian and I sneered.
お代官様、竜宮めがまんまと現れましたぞ。
いちごや、主も悪よな。うわほほほほ。
何かな何かな。ケイチ君とミーちゃんが悪代官だよ。いちご屋だよ。
おのれ竜宮レナノスケ、ここで会ったが100年目でおじゃる。
Rena Nosuke? Rena Nosuke. Wow.
覚悟。
スケさん、カクさん、懲らしめてやりなさい。あやいさですわ。報酬はスイス銀行に入れてほしいのです。
Alright. Since it's come to this, we have no choice. We'll just have a grand battle with 5 people. Rena's fear punches exploded just as soon as she had shown her seal. The evil that was Mion and myself was vanquished in
レ
the
ナに
end.
はぜひ世直しの旅に出てもらいたいもんだ。永田町なんかどうだ？
ダメだよ。旅先で可愛いものちょろまかすから。
Toll of the bell signaled the break time was over.
ほらほら、ケイチ君もミーちゃんも先生来るよ。
I took Rena's hand and stood up. Fuck. It was just as a teacher had entered the classroom. Fuck, man. Ugh. Just one more hour. Man, oh man. I had to buckle down for one more. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Let's go ahead and save Chapter 4. We didn't get much from Chapter 4, but hey, what are you going to do about it? So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this type of content. Hit that subscribe button. If you liked it, hit the like button. Want to tell me something? Put it down in the comments below. Want to check out the Discord server? Out in my Twitter. Oh god, I'm sick as fucking tired too. Check it out. And yeah, this has been Voidlego. I'll see you guys next time. See ya.